Why do you think David emphasized that against you, only you? What do you mean? You offended Uriah's family? What about Bathsheba's family? You killed a whole human being, a warrior of a family. You did all of that, and then you are praying before God, and you are saying against you. Then he put emphasis, only you have I sinned, and done what is evil in thy sight.
If everybody is wise, wisdom will be common without pride.
Feedback from the future.
So just back to what we were talking about, not being able to supply perfect behavior, which of course none of us can. But the question is, where does standards come in, and where does hypocrisy come in? And I'm saying that in the light of a little living is the old lump. And I'm saying that in the light of several years ago, I don't know when, but you were preaching at a church in Nigeria. And one of the things you said in that service was you don't want to associate with something along the line of somebody who doesn't like to maybe give in church or something. You don't want to, don't be around them because they will lead you, something along the line of in the path you don't want to go. So bringing it back to proteges or folks who look up to you, or, so how do you manage that in a context of, while you can supply perfect behavior, but yet at the same time, you once said, don't associate with certain kind of people because they will lead you in a direction you don't want to go. So how do you juxtapose that? Thank you.
So that description is a practical impossibility. Let's go to a little leaven is the old dough. In the way we like to interpret it, all of us transgress. Because all of you have a little leaven. If you are in this room without a little leaven, let's see your hands up. No, let's see it up.
Okay, this guy.
No, I'm going to say, no. I'm addressing all of it. No. Hold on. I'm going to everything. Let's start from there because it's a good context. If it is true that a little leavens the whole dough, like we like to say, then everything you are going through now that is a little leaven is going to leaven the whole dough. So we are going to see you out very soon. That's what you are saying. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means. Jesus wasn't talking about people living perfectly. Because the truth is, it is only your sense of spiritism within the confines of religion that even give you the articulation at all that you are better than anybody. Is there somebody in this room who keeps to time? You know you keep to time. You know you are good with time. Can I see your hands up? There are people like that, though. You keep the time. You know. Do you know I don't? Do you know I don't? Do you know that? Do you know in many ways you can't match up with me? You know. That's why you're on that seat. I'm the one here. That's why you left all your comfort zone to sit here. But do you know that on many levels I cannot match up with you? And I pick something I know most people are better than me on. Keeping to time. It's a struggle for me. It's a big struggle. I've beaten myself, I've punched myself, I've done all sorts. Until I found out that it's actually biology. Because ADHD, you know what I suffer from? Time blindness is a thing. Sorry? Is that I don't even know the meaning of 1 second. It has been kind. You are being kind. You are trying to paint me as being busy. That's not what it is. It's more simpler and worse than that. It is that when you say 1 second, I don't know the meaning. Let me show you what I mean. Once I say go, tell me when you think it is 1 minute. Anybody in this room? Everybody. Once you think it is 1 minute, tell me. Once I say go, And don't count. Don't count. Don't start counting 1, 2, 3. No. Be true, be honest, don't count. But once I say go, go. Once you think it's 1 minute, let me know. Please don't count. But when you think it's 1 minute, let me know. It's 1 minute already? Okay. 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 No, don't look at the time. Who thinks it's 1 minute? You think it's 1 minute now? Okay. 1 minute now.
1 minute.
1 minute.
10 seconds.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. It's not 1 minute yet. It's not 1 minute yet. It's now 1 minute. Once your premium on a minute is wrong, your premium on 60 minutes is going to be wrong. Your premium on 10 hours is going to be wrong. It means that when it is 20 seconds, he probably will begin to feel, we are running late. Something, where are we? Do you understand? He wants to move, it's just 20 seconds. So when he's 20 minutes in his mind is 1 hour, most likely he will keep to time, more often than not. But he also has a tendency to be impatient. Hello? Are you with me? Not one person apart from him and him knew it was 1 minute. Everybody that spoke before that, she knew to. Okay. Okay. Well, I count in 10 seconds. You still had about 10 seconds more after your 10 seconds. When he said 10 seconds, when he said 1 minute, it was exactly 30 seconds. What am I saying? Do you know there's nothing wrong with all of us? We're just in different universes. Now, depending on who pays the piper, your tune will be labeled by the thinking and the expectation of the one who pays the piper. There's nothing wrong with your tune. Hello? I don't know the same race. That is why yesterday's criminal can become tomorrow's apostle. When I was on campus, cult members were being killed when they are caught. They killed them. Student Union was killing them. They burned them. They do all kinds of things I don't want to talk about. I was one of those people who did not suffer the misfortune because I was in a cult of being killed. Imagine that they caught me at the time and they had killed me. Look at what they will have denied the whole world. Look at all the world will have missed. And this value and all the people who believe in it will have to find something else. Only God knows. You know my problem with capital punishment? Capital punishment is a human attempt to look at another human being on his worst day, right? And to conclude that he has done so bad that the only way to relate with his spirit is to terminate it. That it's no longer fit to be among human beings. Who is the judge? That's the question I'm asking. I think a man can go to jail for life. I think I can give him 50 years, 100 years. But to say that he should die, I really don't think, because people change. And I've heard proverbs like, a leopard does not change its skin, but snakes do. Hello? Why should you judge the entire economy of the jungle by the character of one animal? What about all the other animals who change? You know that's how analysis work. Selective reasoning. We just pick one item and then we judge all of us by that item. There are many animals who change their skin. Why do you want to reduce our meaning to the character of one animal in the jungle? A leopard. Come on. Are you here? So the point is, Jesus did it. He didn't say the woman with the adultery was wrong. He just says, if you are without stone, if you are without sin, cast the first stone. The idea is that whether you like it or not, we advance at what we understand. Right. So, if I say to people, I don't know what video you were talking about that I said, don't associate with somebody who doesn't give. That's not me. That must have been the context that is interpreted. What I must have said is that if you find people who don't understand benevolence, first of all, they will be envious of you. They're going to fight you unnecessarily. They're going to create an interesting economy that is going to bring you to their level. Do you understand? So, what does that mean? Be selective about who qualifies for the investment of your time and your energy. That does not mean you are looking down on those people. That does not mean you are cutting off those people. It just means that you have a mission and that you understand the limits of the contribution of those people. But nobody on the face of the earth. Let me say this to you guys. I want Bayo to really listen to this. I don't want him distracted because he's the owner of this question. Do you know that I don't allow for criticism? You know you cannot criticize me. You know, you think you are humble when people are criticizing you. You're not humble. You're unguarded. You're unguarded. The only person who can criticize me is somebody who is investing in my journey. You have no idea. You mean I produce a banner and then you say, you should have used red. Really? Do you know what I went through to produce that? Do you know the energy that went, do you know the sacrifice that went into it? So what does that mean? That's convenient for you to say. The only way you are going to criticize me is to say, how much is this banner? I say, it's $500. Oh, fantastic. So I'm going to give you 1,000. Why? Because I don't think you should have used black. I think you should use red. So consider it. And if you ever decide to change it, I'm going to show 1,000. Yeah. That's good constructive criticism. You don't sit in your comfort zone. Why do you think David emphasized that against you, only you? What do you mean? You offended Uriah's family? What about Bathsheba's family? You killed a whole human being, a warrior of a family. You did all of that, and then you are praying before God, and you are saying against you. Then he put emphasis. Only you have I sinned, and then what is evil in thy sight. He's telling you, I didn't sin against you, fools. You are all sinning.
Was David right though? Because
He was right.
no, wait, because he killed. I know I'm kind of dragging us.
You are not dragging us. Stay there. Go there.
Again, it is thought revolution. So
No, you are, don't apologize for anything.
because David, he killed Uriah.
Mm-hmm.
He elevated himself above the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Not just only Uriah, other people died because he had to put him in the front.
Yes.
So for David, the fact that David said, against you, only you have I sinned, is a story he has told himself.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, he was expressing it to God, but his story he has told himself, and he has concluded or felt like, okay, but maybe
Because how did you know? Because God, he prayed to God, but God did not say nonsense. What are you praying to me?
yeah, but when
God
he
bless
said
you
that
for the
too, but in
repentance.
that chapter too, there was no response from God in that chapter.
No.
That particular chapter where he
How
said
did you
that.
know that there's no response from God?
No, I mean in that particular chapter.
No,
where we
it's not
quote it
by,
now
there's
in
no
the
chapter in
context.
the Bible now.
I know,
So-
but in that context,
No. See, what you are missing there is very simple. You can't sin against man. He was right. He knew what he was saying. Against you. He didn't say against you only you have I offended. He said against you. What is sin? No, what is sin? Falling short of whose standard?
So not man.
No, you answer. What is sin?
missing the mark,
Which mark?
God's mark.
God's mark.
Right.
Right. Because
So-
if I say now, if the government is asking me to do something that I know contradicts the will of God, and I refuse to do it, just because I'm breaking the human law, doesn't mean I'm breaking God's law. In this sense, when it comes to sin, you see, that is fundamental. When it comes to sin, you sin against God because the meaning of sin is to fall short of God's standard, not man's standard. So in that situation,
I agree with
in
you
that situation,
in that context.
David,
Yes.
of what we are talking about is the offended man that is also offending somebody else. So there's something called righteous judgment. Righteous judgment doesn't consider what we and I are doing. Righteous judgment is considering, for all you care, what you are suffering is the karma for something that you have done somewhere else, that my misbehavior is giving you your own judgment. Now, I will not get away with my own misbehavior. My own misbehavior will give his own judgment as well. But the idea is a man offending man is a completely different parallel to man sinning against God.
I agree.
If you think about it, those people, they were already killing other people. I mean, like people riot.
We should not even bother. You see,
No, don't go in that direction.
We should not even
But I don't want to
we should
take
not
us-
even try to do God's job for God.
Yes.
God has a helicopter view. The simple thing there is that when David prayed and said, against thee, only thee.
No,
have
I
sinned.
agree. Now, in
It's a
context of
perfect
how you
statement.
described it, I agree. But but the point what I want to bring up next regarding still talking about that someone can criticize you. I want to bring up two things in terms of question now. One is, while yes, somebody can criticize you unless in court they are like invested in that journey. What if the act or the behavior is hurting other people? Or if the person that was hurt is the one bringing it up because in his own universe, you've hurt him, or according to generally accepted behavior, because there's a reason why people go to jails, because there are rules and things like that. But I also know that an unjust law is no law at all. Martin Luther said all this. So how do you, the context of if what you're doing is hurting the other person?
I don't bloody care. You don't understand. Do you know how many people are hurting me? Listen to what I'm saying. You see, don't get it. What you need to understand is that on my best day, I will hurt people. On my best day. Let's start with Jesus. What did he do wrong? They didn't just kill him. They called him a demon. He came to cast out demons. They said he has a demon. You know, when I was much younger, probably at your age, by the way, I used to, when I make a mistake, I used to think I must have done something wrong. When people are, not when I make a mistake. When people are offended with me, when they are beefing me, the first thing I think about is, what did I do wrong? I've done something wrong. As I continue to mature, I realize that, human beings, I actually don't need to do anything wrong. In fact, they can beef me for doing what is right. That is number one. Number two is, since when did your feeling of hurt become the monopoly or the arbiter of justice? Just because you feel hurt, how does that make you right? That's what we do in marriage every day, right? Just because you can cry, you feel bad, just because you are hurt, does that make you right? It doesn't make you right. You are feeling hurt by what you understand. It doesn't mean I've done anything wrong. And just because you are built with more capacity to arrive at the crescendo of tears faster, doesn't make me weaker than you. Neither does it make me that I'm falling short of anything. Hello? So the idea is, hurt, I have no plan for it. If I want to be mindful of who is being hurt by my actions, I will never get anything done. Nothing done. So, what did the Bible say? Argue your case with your neighbor himself. If I offend you, you feel offended. It doesn't mean you are right. It doesn't mean I am wrong yet. It doesn't mean I am right yet. It doesn't mean you are wrong yet. If I offend you, you bring it to me. If you cannot bring it to me, you don't have the local standing to bring it to anybody else or to entertain it in your soul. Otherwise, you are in bitterness and you are being judged. You have to bring it to me and give me the room to redeem myself. If you don't bring it to me, you want me to be worried and be thinking about who I'm offending in this world? I don't have energy for distraction. How many people am I going to offend? Hello, am I here? Yes, sir. And this is where conflict comes. So let me tell you this. I say it every time. A company of good people is a foolish company.
It's great that you clarified, because when you said nobody can criticize you, it almost sounded like as if you are a law unto yourself.
You don't understand.
No,
let me help you. No.
Wait.
I want to help you. I'm a law.
Yeah, no, but hold on.
That is what you don't understand.
See, okay, let me put it this way. When I say you feel like you're a law unto yourself, is that the fact that you're ready to entertain if somebody feels offended and stuff, and they are able to bring it to you, even to talk about it, instead of being bitter in their heart, that clarifies or explains, because again, context matters, and so that someone doesn't hold on to the fact that, okay, somebody can criticize me, and then people just walk away feeling like
no.
Somebody can't even. So you understand? So that's why. No. I just wanted you to clarify.
No. It doesn't need clarification. Let me help you. You are merging two different ideas. Redress and criticism. They're two different things. The one you're talking about is somebody is seeking redress. I'm talking about criticism. If you feel I've offended you, you're not supposed to criticize me. That's arrogance. You are criticizing me because you feel offended. Who told you that you are right? What are you criticizing? Do you understand? So you can't criticize me. Nobody should be criticizing you except your stakeholders in your life. If anybody feels offended by what you are doing, they should not criticize you. They should seek redress with you. That's a different ball game. When I say criticism, I talk about project. I'm talking about my character. Hello? You can't criticize my character. You can only criticize the things I do, my project, the things. And in criticizing it, I'm saying you must earn your right to do so. You are not going to do it because you have a mouth. And I'm not going to pay you attention because you have the freedom of talking. I'm not going to pay you attention. You are free to say anything you want because there's freedom of speech. But I am not going to pay you attention. I'm not going to reinforce that unguardedness. But redress is different. That is character now. That is personal. I've done something, you are not happy with it. You come to me. And then when you are coming to me again, you are not my peer. You are 32, I'm 54. You need to first understand that there's a possibility there's an angle you are not seeing. Why they cannot come to me? Jim cannot come to me now and say, PK, that thing you did yesterday is wrong. I feel very bad about it. I'm going to say, I'm going to really transfer money to the land of Soriyan so that I can help you go there, because I'm not going to worry about that. Because you are being disrespectful. I'm not going to forget who I am. Are we here? So I tell my protégés, I tell my staff, if you come to me, this is how I talk to my own elders. Sir, you said this yesterday. I would have thought that you should have done 2, 3. But maybe there's another I'm missing. I'm in need education. Can you explain to me? Because I didn't understand it. Because if you ask me, I will have thought it is 1, 2, 3. But knowing you, there must be something about it I'm not getting. Maybe. So please, sir, I'll be willing to learn and understand. That's how you talk. And that's redress. You don't come and say, sir, this thing you did yesterday, I'm very displeased. You know how many people are displeased? You know people are born without legs? You know people are born without hands? You know people are born blind? In this world, you are saying displeased. Do you know how many people are displeased? Displeased. What's the meaning of that? Doesn't have any meaning. Somebody said, what if I said, don't use if around me, because what if God is not God? You know many people, how many people can pack around if? What if Tupac is not dead? What if Abacha is still alive? Do you know many people can pack around if? What if there's no devil? What if we die and there's no heaven? If it's too oppressive to bring to a man. So pack if aside and let's talk facts. Come on now. Let's talk real time. What is happening? Don't bring if and possibilities. You see, the truth is this. And that's why you are bringing me to the end of this conversation faster. Because I still want to address something and I'm going to try my best. Most people are not formidable. That's the problem. You are not formidable. You are running this world being weak. That's why people trample on you, put you down, because you don't know the chemistry that defines your power. You're not formidable. Do you know what it means to be formidable? In fact, if I dare to ask you now, most people cannot answer. If I say, what does it mean to be formidable? What does it mean to be formidable? Can you try? Sorry? Try it, please. Let's go.
Being formidable is being able to rise up to the level of the person you want to engage in a respectful way, that you still leave the table, agree to disagree respectfully.
That's very kind. But being formidable is more complex than that. Do you want to try, sir? Being formidable, what do you think it means?
Well, being formidable means that. Oh, okay, thank you. For me, being formidable means your ability to. Your ability to rise to the level of your creation.
You are not wrong. But because of time, let me help you with what formidable means. Formidable means the ability to inspire fear and respect. It has nothing to do with rising to people's expectation. It's about you and your kingdom. It's the ability to inspire fear, inspire respect, to be impressively large, intense, powerful, capable. That's formidable. Google it.
Yes. Yeah.
Read it. Read it.
Formidable, inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable. Yeah, you got it. Perfect.
It's not about being nice. And when you are capable, people say you are arrogant. When you are formidable, they say you are arrogant. Because they don't know it. They don't see it. So when they see it, they say it's arrogant. It's mean. When you are principled, employees say you are mean. They say you are mean. When you are confident, they say you are arrogant. When you are prudent, they say you are stingy. Doesn't want to give, it's stingy. There's nothing wrong with you, you are just a prudent person. Come on, am I talking to you? People they've not seen a formidable person in their 50 years on earth. They've not seen a formidable person next to them. So when they see one, it's all like, what? This person, they want you to be sorry, apologizing, kotoing. No. Do you know if you tell me, PK, you are stupid? Do you know, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not stupid. You know what I'm not going to do? I'm formidable. I'm a formidable man, and I'm always acquiring data. If you tell me, PK, you are stupid, I'm going to say, oh, really? Why do you think so? That is going to, first of all, destabilize you, because that is the opposite of what you want me to do. Because I'm going to tell you, PK, you are stupid. Oh, really? Interesting. Why do you say so? I know you don't have an answer, but you can attempt it. If you can attempt it, maybe I'm really stupid. So I'll listen to you. Well, I don't know, but I just think you are stupid, that you are stupid. And I cannot descend to your level of stupidity. So I must still gift you with ignorance, with silence, and walk away. But this is the thing. PK, you are stupid. Oh, really? Why do you think so? Well, because you did this and this and this, and in my view, that's being stupid. Wow. Maybe that's true. I will assess it. You know why I had to ask you first, instead of saying I'm not stupid? Because I may be stupid. By the way you measure stupidity, I may have conformed to the meaning. So I want to be sure you have the right meaning. As a formidable person. I'm not intimidated by being wrong. And I don't babysit myself. Do you understand? But I'm not for 1 second assuming that you are my judge. Just because. So let me show you something very important. And I'm going to shoot from this. And I will still come back to Bible to say something about that question real quick. Let me see have something on it. But open your Bible to 1 Corinthians 4. I want to show you something there. 1 Corinthians 4. Yes, I'm coming to Jim.
Let's just, the definition said inspiring fear.
Yes.
The average Christian does not relate to that.
They can't.
But the Pharisees were afraid of Jesus.
Yes.
Even though he was not violent to them.
Yes.
So when we say inspiring fear, I don't think...
It's that no. It's not that about being wicked.
You are so solid, you're a mystery. That's part of what it
Yes.
is.
And I'm going to show you 2 important scriptures. Are you in 1 Corinthians 4? 1 Corinthians 4. Somebody there? Anybody? Please read. From verse 1.
This then is how you ought to regard us, as servants of Christ.
This is how you ought to regard us. As what?
As servants of Christ.
Yes.
And as those entrusted with the mysteries of God.
Yes.
With the mysteries God has revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is required that those who have been given a trust must prove faithful.
Now hear me. Those who have been entrusted with what? Who have been given a trust must prove, one translation says, must show themselves faithful. The next word was but. Go.
I care very little.
I care very little. Now, so he's telling you, let's be clear. It is entrusted to me to be faithful, but go. I care very little of
If I am judged
by you or
by
any human court. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Indeed, I do not even judge myself.
What about that? That's a formidable man. Go ahead.
My conscience is clear.
Phew.
But that does not
Don't exonerate me. Go ahead. For he who judges me,
it is the Lord who judges me.
who will bring to light. Go ahead.
Therefore, judge nothing
Before the time.
appointed time. Wait until the Lord comes. He will bring to light what is hidden in darkness, and will expose the motives of the heart. At that time, each will receive their praise from God.
So all you can do is seek redress. You can never be permitted by God to stand in judgment over another person. The Bible says, who are you to judge another man's servant? Romans 14. To his own master, he stands or falleth, and stand the will, for the Lord is able to make him stand. What about that? And then, because of time, Jesus spoke a parable of a servant that went out to work all day. And when he came back, Jesus said, will you tell that servant when he came back, go and rest, sleep, the way you have rested, make my food? He said, no. What will you tell the servant? As he has come in from since morning, go now, cook, make my food, and bring it to me, and afterward you rest. He said, and when you do that, you will say, we are unprofitable servants. We have only done what we are expected to do. So, when you look at that, you say, Jesus is wicked. The man should not rest? No. He's not paid to rest. He's paid to work. And when he has done his work, then you go and rest. Hello? So, righteous judgment is a different ballgame. And for me, those who have proximity must pass the test of that, because they are the ones who see you in your element. They are the ones who see you manifesting your true war, sense of war, your capacity. They are the ones who are seeing you displaying your stratagem, not strategy, your stratagemic posture. They are the ones that see it. So if they lack understanding, they will have a wrong perception of you. They will therefore have a wrong testimony of you. And because they are close to you, their testimony will be believed. Because they have access to you. They will say, if this one can say this about him, It must be correct. Meanwhile, they are wrong. They have just been given a position they don't deserve. So, I'll say this to people. You need the maturity to stand strong even on your worst day. Then you need the wisdom to be selective about who qualifies to see that day. But more than both of them, you need the character, people, to be comfortable with your imperfections. The only thing you watch out for in your life is that it's shining brighter and brighter. It's not going to shine one day and be perfect. And all those who disagree are moralist, legalistic fools who are not going to get anywhere because they are going to limit themselves by their own legalism. Have I helped you? Never forget that. It's very important. You need that freedom. Otherwise, you cannot attain to what Bill Gates have done. How much more to surpass it? You know he didn't invent Windows. You know he literally stole it. You know Apple didn't create the app, the tablet. You know they literally stole it. So I'm saying to you, and it's all part, the reason why I allow this conversation is because it's all part of how you relate with your perception of right and wrong, of evil, of darkness. And I need to rush this, but I'm going to give Jim. Have you said what you wanted to say? Yeah, you said it. You want to say what you want to say? You said it.
I said it. Yes.
Yeah, great. Have you said, so you are the owner of the question. So I'll give you one more room. Priority.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Good. Brotherly?
Yeah, I wanted to say, there's one thing my husband used to say. You always let yourself off, like, as Christians, but I wasn't born again until I was well into adulthood, so I don't know the Christianese world. I think that there's a way, my pastor used to say, if you've been born again since you were little, you should sit like this in church because you need it more. I found that three things I think every visionary Christian that's going to make a difference in the world, and I tell my people sometimes, arrogance. Because if you are not at the level of arrogance, you're not even being yourself yet. What the world calls arrogance, not, you understand, what people call arrogance is that you're just scratching the surface of articulating your greatness. And then wickedness, I think one of the best compliments people have given me is wicked. But if you know me, you never think I'm wicked. My mind is very strong. You know, there's a scripture that says, watch Zion, marquee her bulwarks. Look how formidable, like look how towering. It's like you have already seen her from far. You don't even bother to approach because she has already intimidated you. That's how Zion is. So wickedness, because I bet you, any of you sitting here, because of the Spirit of God living in you and how He has tempered your spirit, you really cannot be wicked. But maybe you need to stand up to somebody for once. And even in your mind, you call yourself wicked. I say embrace it. You call yourself wicked because you think you're And the final one is just delusional. Just who do you really think you are? Look at people standing here saying all this stuff just like he's deluding. But the truth is that that's who he is. But many people haven't come to meet. Even he may not have met the fullness of his totality. So everything you guys say, you notice I've done it when I started.
So let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, guys. The voice of the devil is the voice of man. Everything you are calling devil is human being. Every attack against you, when the devil is done, it's a human being there. And most people know how to tolerate human beings. They are fighting the devil. Meanwhile, the devil will never fight you without a human being. And then all our spiritual gates and weapons is fighting spirits, forgetting that none of those spirits can do nothing until they find a human being to engage with you. Can I ask you a simple question? Talking about this evil thing. If America is going to fight Togo, would they bring all their weapons? Why won't they bring all their weapons? Sorry? It's a waste of power. Yeah. What if they're going to fight China? They bring all their power, right? So the quality of the enemy determines the power you deploy and the strategy you employ and the weapons you release. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. Who is the greatest enemy the devil ever fought? Jesus. Good. So whichever way he fought Jesus must be the best way he fights. That must be his best fight ever. Are we correct? Because I can't use the way he fought you as standard of devil's fighting. Neither can I use the way he fights me. So the way he fought Jesus is his most lethal fight. Okay, good. So how did he fight Jesus? Did they call his name in the night? Did they press him in the night? Did they hit him with something on the side so that he can start shaking? They take him to a shrine. What did they do? Strategy. Every attack against Christ was by man. Listen. Each one, they use laws. Anybody age 2 and below, kill. Legislation. They use human beings. Betrayal. Every attack now. Did they have the skill to see his destiny? They did, because they knew he was a king. Did they have the skill to initiate the first GPS by tracing that destiny to a house? Did they achieve that? But when it was time to attack, they had to abandon everything in the spirit and came to earth. Two things. One, the destiny of a human being is read only. Read only. It can be read, it can be edited. And if you are going to stand a chance of editing it, you are going to come with men, with human beings, and move. That's why 90% of your prayer points are useless. Because you are focused on the wrong enemy in the spirit realm. Forgetting that the maximum quality in the spirit realm is the capacity to read. The most lethal capacity to wound you is through human beings. When God was going to save the whole world, why did he stay in heaven? I said, we saved the whole world from here. It didn't work. What did he do? He came down here. The highest redemption and the deepest lethality can only be done by man. There's always a man that will be in the gap. You are the one that is fighting spiritual attack. Spiritual attack is an attack designed in the spirit, initiated with men. So when you are really spiritual, you open your eyes. That's why I say watch and pray. You open your eyes, literally your brain and your senses, and audit human beings. Because when the devil is going to destroy you, he's going to send you human beings. When God is going to multiply your life, he's going to send you human beings. When your maturity comes, you respect the spirit realm, you prioritize the human realm. Because that's where the spirit realm operates. Come on, man. Why does the devil live inside people as possession? Because God and the devil cannot do much on this side of the world if they don't live inside people. For the devil is possession, for God is indwelling. But both of them know we can't do jack here until we succeed to live inside people. Come on. Are you with me? The devil doesn't need permission to do that. Once you are not guarded, he will get in. But God needed permission. It took him thousands of years to earn the right to live inside people. And for all of those years, the devil beat God a lot. Because God needed that permission. So understand the dynamic that ye are gods, to whom the kingdom of God has been revealed. He said, but you die like mere men. You fall like one of the princes. There are mere men in this world, people. And if you are going to tower above that, you need a different articulation. You can't be sorry. You are going to make mistakes. Let me shock you. I've made mistakes. I am still going to make. It is certain that all of you are going to make mistakes. Certain. And anything certain requires only two responses: preparation and strategy. That's all. You can't be shocked about the fact. Do you solve facts? What do you solve? What do you do with facts? You accept a fact, you embrace a fact, you solve problems. There are many things that are certain in this life. And once something is certain, it's a fact. What is a fact? It doesn't need fear. It needs preparation and strategy. What are facts? Death, betrayal, loss, mistakes, errors. These are all facts that are going to happen. Do you know there's not one human being that is qualified to point fingers at another one? Because you have your own burden. You have your own struggles. And the problem is we empower. Do you know people know more about what the devil can do? They know nothing about what God can do. Do you know that? You don't even understand. If you know how many times I eat in my dreams, I eat in my dream week in, week out. There's no week I'm not going to eat in my dream like twice. First of all, I fast 36 hours by default. How are you going to be fasting 36 hours? I'm not going to be dreaming about food. When I wake up eating in my dream, I slept in my dream one day. God is my witness. I woke up from the dream. My mouth was like this. In the physical. To some people, what you get here, you are finished. They finish you. Your mouth is even shaking. In the physical, you are even still eating, you are dead. No. I just woke up and thank God for it. My mentality is thank you, God. You feed me in the spirit, you feed me in the physical, you feed me everywhere. Amazing. Now I can flip it and say, oh, the devil. Or I can flip it and say, oh, God, you are awesome. It's always waiting for what you will call it. The elements are always waiting. Whatever you call it, so shall it be. Because it comes down to that.
Do you enjoy Olakunle Soriyan's content here on YouTube? Then you should be on Illuminate. It's the mentoring platform of Olakunle Soriyan with over 25 years of private sessions, decoded frameworks, and content unavailable anywhere else. Visit www.pkilluminate.com. Subscription starting from $60 per month.
Feedback from the future.